Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have Sword of Hope Trunks right here. He did get his EZA. Now, how good is this Trunks going to be? I think he's going to be okay. Now, global players haven't gotten EZA transforming Vegeta and the Super Trunks, like, whole celebration and stuff like that. EZA transforming Vegeta absolutely sucks until, like, turn 8. Trunks is going to be similar, but I imagine he's going to be a lot better every step of the way. But he's going to be constructed very similar to how that transforming Vegeta is. Again, remember, we get Super Saiyan Trunks and then, of course, Sword of Hope. Now, you know, once you get to, like, your second turn of Super Saiyan Trunks, he should be decent. But people really have not adjusted their brains to the fact that, like, you know, now the Red Zone Sages are doing, like, you know, 1.6 million damage turn 1. So it's like, oh, I think 500k defense is pretty good. And then you die instantly. You take 1 million damage. So it's like, we'll see. I think super deep into the fight, you know, you get... I think this guy, number 1, should be pretty good for the Omega fight. Even though he's type disadvantage, he should be fantastic in there. But, like, once you get to, like, Sword of Hope super deep, he should be able to put up some very impressive numbers. But without, like... Simply put, I think if Super Saiyan version, like this form right here, if he was guarding for maybe, say, like the first 4 turns from this transformation, I think that this character would be really good. He'd be fine. He'd be perfect. He'd be great. Unfortunately, I mean, I know it's boring, right? Like, oh, it's always guard or damage reduction or dodge, but I mean, bro, you're not going to win with offense against these bosses that will one-shot you, right? Like, it's not how it's going to work. So, we'll go ahead and give Trunks a sticker. Let's go ahead and see what Trunks' stickers are looking like. Again, these aren't new. Trunks has had a sticker since January of 2020, or was it February of 2020? Whenever the stickers actually came in. Here, of course, is the Super Saiyan version. Looks decent right there. And then, of course, here is the Sword of Hope. So, let's go ahead and jump into event and see how good Sword of Hope EZA Trunks is. Alright, guys, real quick. I hopped into, you know, typical showcase fight, and I got Trunks in slot 7, so I'm actually going to back out here. I do not want to do that. Trunks is, you know, he's a character that he has his base form, right, which he has on turn 1 and 2. Turn 3, he would auto-transform into Super Saiyan. Now, for Zamasu, you probably really do want to get that stack in if possible. Trunks, it probably is just better off if you just, if he's in slot 7 like that. Probably is better off. I don't know. But obviously we're not... I mean, we want to use base Trunks. Okay. Sure, man. You know, again, I would like to use base Trunks. I mean, if they're just going to make me... Like, I mean, I guess I could just go into the Legendary Goku event if the game wants to be stupid here. What the hell? Okay. It's a daily limit here, Dokkan. Thanks. I literally, like... I'm trying to showcase him? Like, I need to use his base form too? Bruh? Thanks, man. Oh my god. Alright, anyway. At least we got an actual perfect rotation this time, which is good. We'll pair Trunks up with Vegeta and Trunks, which actually will work pretty good. And then, of course, we have Goat Jirobe here as well. Trunks, let's go over what he does. Super attack effect, he stacks attack. This is, you know, there's a million problems with this Trunks. He has many issues, I think. Well... I guess that's not true. I mean, they could just give him guard in his Super Saiyan form and he's fine. But I don't know why. He stacks attack. Sure, great, right? But he greatly raises defense for 3 turns? Why? Why is that not permanent? I don't understand that at all. 50% defense for 3 turns? It's just stupid. Like, why? I don't understand why that's not permanent. That hurts Trunks. Like, that's not... Like, oh, it's not a big deal. Yes, it is. You know, Trunks doesn't have guard, damage reduction, or dodge. He's... tanking shit with raw stats. So 3 turns ain't good enough. Passive, he gets 140% attack and even start a turn. Super Class Allies 2 key is actually quite good. I do really like that ability, actually. He gets an additional as a high chance to be a super. Then he gets a 30% chance to crit within the same turn with each attack performed. So you do not need to give this guy any crits in his hidden potential system, man. Just let the crits happen from his passive. Give him additional or give him dodge. He's going to need dodge because he's going to be a pussy early on in the fight. If you want to go additionals for stacking, sure, but yeah, I mean, he should be pretty weak early on in these fights. We'll see, we'll see. Let me not write him off before we, you know, get a long video going here, though. And then, let's see, Link sets, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Royal Lineage, Messenger from the Future, Dismal Future, Prepared for Battle, and Fierce Battle. Okay, let's see again how our boy Trunks is going to look. So we could triple super right away, which would stack attack all 3 super attacks he would do. And then this would also give him 50% defense for 3 turns as well. Which, again, the 50% defense is certainly going to help us out. I just, man, I just really wish that these defense, like this defense was for permanent. I wish it was just stacked. I don't really see any reason that it needs to be like this. I don't get it. Like, it didn't need to be limited in this fashion. Again, it's something that just annoys me. 4 million? All right. I mean, yeah, that's all right. Let me not go too negative on him. Normal, okay. We did get the hidden potential system additional super. That's good. That's good. That's good. Because he is at least permanently getting attack. Keep in mind that attack stacking is really not that big of a deal. The Sword of Hope is going to hit very hard at the end. But, I mean, I don't go super crazy for attack stacking. I guess, I mean, if you give him, like, you know, 10 plus orbs, he's going to go super crazy in that Sword of Hope version for sure, but... Alright, so here we go. So we're going to have our girl Bulma on the team. This is the thing about Blue Goku and Vegeta / Vegito. They have to have the best leader skill in the game, right? Is there a character that's a better leader skill than them? I don't think so. I mean, we can just run Yajirobe, run Bulma. I mean, Yajirobe could easily get us killed, but he could also just take enough damage to get, you know, Goku and Vegeta to fuse into Vegito. Like, we'll see. Bulma, of course, is always a must-run. Bulma is the strongest character in the game. She's the best character in the game. Everything is going to be pretty good when we have the goddess Bulma around. Okay. So let's see what we're gonna get here. Looks like we are probably. This is really quite bad. This is really quite bad. Okay. Because what's going to happen is, remember, okay, so Trunks, when we go into our Super Saiyan version with Trunks, only for the first couple of turns does he have some additionals. Please crit or something. I mean, I understand we're attacking type disadvantage, but I mean, you boys could get the finishing blow. Boys, please! Do something! Oh my god. That sucks. Alright, well, I mean, you know. Yeah, thanks, Trunks. Goku and Vegeta. Alright, so now his link set is going to change slightly. We have Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Royal Lineage, Messenger from the Future, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle. It's at 576. I mean, next to Vegeta and Trunks. We did 2 super attacks, so we got 50% defense twice. That's only for, what was it again? 3 turns? So that shit is going to be worn off after this turn right here. Again, I was complaining about it for a reason. Trunks is giving Superclass allies 2 ki now. 150% to stats. He gets 1 ki up to 4 and 25% attack and defense up to 100 at the start of each turn. Additional has a 70% chance to be a super. He has an additional has a high chance to be a super for 4 turns. We're not going to be able to take advantage of it, though, unfortunately, because of this turn. And then he also gets the 30% chance to crit with each attack performed, which is quite a bit better in the Super Saiyan version where he has more additionals. And then, one of the biggest things is he now greatly stacks attack and defense. Unfortunately, though, on this next turn, our stats are not going to be as high as they could be because we're only going to be able to probably get 1 super in because Cell has a sliver of a health bar left. But, I mean, we very easily could super with Trunks and then normal. Right, like Trunks is going to be able to LR Final Form Cooler us, where, again, he'll super and then do 50 normals, and then we get one-shotted, right? So, hopefully that does not happen, but, I mean, I guess we'll see. I don't know. Alright, so we have our boy Trunks in Super Saiyan version. What's our defense looking like right here? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's just... Damn. Bro, listen. This is where, you know... try not to get baited by just attack stats and raw defensive stats and bullshit and shit. Because here we are on turn 5, and he has 400k defense. Do you guys understand how horrible he is right now? Like, how ass this is? We understand that, like, how much damage does Goku Black do? Like, let me say the exact number Goku Black does turn 1. Let's see the amount of damage, because it's like Trunks is rocking 400k defense, man. He could quad super. It's not going to do shit. He's still going to get killed instantly. Because, and this is that stupid 50% defense for some reason for 3 turns in base. Make it make sense. Goku Black, turn 1, is supering for 1.5 million. Turn 1! He supers for 1.5. This is turn 5. And Trunks has 400k. Like, I'm pretty unimpressed. That's not good. I mean, I don't want to make any, you know, harsh judgments or rash judgments or anything like that. Oh, by the way, we have Bulma and Yajirobe's support up, too. We have Bulma and Yajirobe's support up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Old Trunksu. You tiger. Yeah. This type of character just does not work anymore, man. Vegeta and Trunks struggle a bit against, like, Cell and Goku Black. You know, man, I mean, we'll see. Maybe Infinite Zamasu will be a 20-turn fight. I mean, if it is, that would... Like, if Infinite Zamasu is the hardest fight in the game, and it's 20 turns, I mean, that changes things drastically for this Trunks. There's 2, there's 3. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, keep in mind several things. He's 50% stacking attack and defense with every super attack. Remember that his chance to crit goes up 30%. This... damn, I thought he quad supered right there. I was going to get excited. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Did we not do the Hidden Potential System additional? We didn't. We didn't do the Hidden Potential System additional right there. That sucks. Because he would have a... My Trunks has 21 additional. So he has a 42% chance to get the Hidden Potential System additional. So we failed 3 42% chances. That sucks. That's pretty acidy ass, unfortunately. Okay. By the way, well, I mean, I'll rock them in slot 1, I guess. I mean, what am I going to put them in slot 2? Here we go. Time for Goku and Vegeta to sell us out because they're not... Oh my god, fellas, dodge, please. Okay. Sure, dude. Sure. I mean, hey, we could transform now, I guess. Oh my god. Well, I mean, they nailed the villains. The 2 Fusion Zamasus, just fat W's all over. The 2 superclass characters, this unit, and then Tech Trunks. I mean, they've got significant flaws, man. But, I mean, if you approached me in a dark alley before the celebration, you're in a trench coat, you've got like a black top hat on, your face is covered in shadow, and you hold out 2 hands. You say, this hand, superclass units are wonky, and the Zamasus are gods. The extreme class units are gods. You hold out the other hand, and it's in reverse. The extreme class units are wonky, and the super class units are gods. I would have grabbed the villains are gods with super class wonky, man. That's what I would have taken. So, I mean, I can't complain too much, because this is what I wanted, right? I got what I wanted. But, by the way, this Mai is the most shafted I ever was Link leveling character ever. I think she is the #1 character. She should be okay right here, right? Okay, yeah, that's good, that's good. That's good tanking right there by Mai. We got no problem with that. What? This is why Vegito, stop coping for Goku and Vegeta's active condition. Stop coping for it. It sucks. It sucks. Their condition is so goddamn bad that, look, we have Yajirobe's active skill. This correct play is to not use Yajirobe's active skill for the full heal. I am seeing way too much bullshit of Goku and Vegeta's condition isn't that bad, and you're full of it. You're full of it. Because right here, if I heal with Yajirobe Senzu, we don't get Vegito, and then Goku and Vegeta suck. They're unrunnable the way they are. After turn 5, they're unrunnable bad. So I literally have to not heal. It's just ridiculous bullshit. All right, now Trunks. Now Trunks is getting to a decent level right here. So right around here, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's about 900k Trunks would need to be to double-digit tank Omega's normals. I think it's about 900k, I believe. So, you know, getting to Omega on turn 7, I mean, I'd say there's a good chance we wouldn't get to Omega until maybe even like turn 9 or so like that on a very similar team build. So, I mean, this is the thing. I do think that while Trunks is going to suck across most of the red zone fights in the game, he's just not going to be very good. Against the actual hardest fight in the game, that is his best fight. That does mean something. I think you should evaluate on the hardest fight in the game. That should get a little extra points. And right now, Omega's the hardest fight in the game. So, I will not do the father-son Gallop Gun. Yeah, we're going to save it for next turn. Alright, so Trunks, we'll just continue stacking up. Remember, you could go into Spirit Bomb Sword version Trunks. Let me not get the Tech Orb. Because Yajirobe's going to heal at the end of the turn, man. Like, even just getting in orbs of Vegeta and Trunks, and then Yajirobe at the end of turn, and we might not even be able to heal. Like, I just... That Goku and Vegeta, like, condition is just so bad. HP conditions is just, like, the worst dog shit in the world ever. I'm so nervous, because they're going to drop a Gogeta Blue. Like the counterpart to this blue Vegito. We're gonna get a Gogeta Blue version of that obviously as well. And I am kind of nervous that they're gonna have the Super Gogeta condition, right? So Goku and Vegeta have to be below 70%, and we're gonna get a blue Gogeta who has to be above 70%. That's my guess. And then it's gonna be, oh well, the point is use both together. That's gonna be the point of that, right? Okay, so there we go. There's 1, there's 2. I mean, by now, Trunks is going to be looking pretty good, right? Like, he's in a really good spot. We're going to be able to kill Cell right here, too. Buff Cell. We're going to be able to kill him because we got the Vegetos and stuff like that. I could also use the Bulma active. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Vegetos and the Bulma active. We're going to kill Buff Cell right here. We're going to get the next turn. We'll do the Sword of Hope. And then I will... one thing is, a lot of people got baited by, you know, Trunks plus Bulma's active skill to give him the whole Field of Orbs and Sword of Hope. That one turn does not mean Trunks is just good, right? We will get that in this video. So we're going to do this, Sword of Hope next turn, and then I'll cut and we'll come back and we'll get the active and stuff with Bulma. It'll be good. It'll be fun. All right, let's go ahead and put in some work. Definitely I have to get the Vegito. Obviously, we have to get this in here. Duh.
ほらよベジータくそ1時間耐えてやる俺はベジータとカカロットの合体ベジットだそしてこれがベジットブー
Oh, I actually got a little... right. We're over 50% HP. For a split second, I was thinking that we were going to be able to... I'm just going to get the skip on for Bulma's active right here. I was thinking that we were going to do his active as well, but neither us nor Cell are below 50%. All right, let's go ahead and cook Cell. Cell is dead. He's out of here. He's gone. Goodbye. Oh, we ate that? I mean, he should be good, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Big Daddy is out here. I love you. Oh, my God. He's so good. When you transform with him, he is greatness. So we definitely do not have to have any concerns about when this boy transforms, right? It is going to be ridiculous when he transforms into this. I do think that this version is a little bit stronger than Full Power Super Saiyan 4. I do think so. Alright, let's see what we get right here. Sure. Okay, cool. Alright, so now on this next turn, we will go ahead and do the Sword of Hope Spirit Bomb. And let's see what we get right here. We could do the Father-Son Gallet Gun as well. We could just juice it up a little bit more, get extra stats. One problem, oof. Yeah, now we're looking good. Keep in mind, Bulma support, Yajirobe support. We have many stacks. 1.37. That's starting to look pretty good. Now, Trunks is in territory where he's tanking Omega's super attack once we get to this point. Alright, let's do the Father-Son Gallet Gun just because I want to see Trunks' defense before we go Sword of Hope with a Father-Son Gallet Gun extra defense on here. I want to see this. Okay, so we get a big extra jolt of defense. Now Trunks is up to 1.65. See, he does this is very good, right? Like now he is really cooking. Now one concern I have with Spirit Bomb Sword Trunks here. One way I do so how would I fix this unit? Number one, his greatly raised defense should be permanent in base, not a 3-turn. He should guard. All you have to do is give him guard for, like, the first 4 turns. Like, you know how he has this additional has a high chance to be a super for 4 turns? No, it's from the 4th turn from the start of turn. Like, if you make that guard instead, that should be guard instead. And if that was guard, I think he would be cooking quite a bit more, right? Like, if he just had guard, like, for the first couple of turns when he went Super Saiyan. But when we go into Sword of Hope, he only creates one type of key sphere into tech. It's just randomly he'll create tech key spheres. I do wish that he, like, at least changed 2 to make it a little bit better. But, alright, let's go ahead and pop this. Let's get the Spirit Bomb Sword of Hope out. Okay. So, I mean, I guess I could hit this, huh? Alright, so let's hit this with Vegeta and Trunks. And then that'll get us 9. 9 orbs is a good number. So he's at 749. That's still pretty good. So now we should be able to get 40% attack and 20% defense with that. That gets us up to 1.4 million. That's pretty good. Yeah, he is very strong towards the deep ends of this fight. Link's set, I believe, is exactly the same as in Super Saiyan version. His links don't change at all. Let's just quickly go over what he does. So he gets 100% attack for 1 turn, massively raised attack for 1 turn. Massively lowers enemy defense, so it's a minus 100% debuff. Although, lowering defense doesn't do anything. It's pointless. He gets 40% attack, 20% defense per key sphere obtained. He does guaranteed crits, which is pretty good. He gets 50% attack when performing a super attack. And then superclass allies get 3 key with 4 or more key spheres obtained. That's still pretty good. And then he randomly will change orbs into tech key spheres. This is a good turn. We have Bulma support up, we have Yajirobe support up, we have Mai support up. Now, I mean, Trunks is very heavily juiced with support. But, you know, we are going to do our red zone runs where we're, you know, specifically just trying to win, right, with like a red zone viable team. But like Bulma is red zone viable, so is Mai. Yajirobe is too, but you got to be a little bit careful with it, right? Like it's, you know, Yajirobe can, but it depends on the fight. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then we get the additional. I mean, that's really good. This was a very impressive turn from Trunks. I mean, I'm not even going to hold you, right? Like, that was super good. This is the thing. He is just a better transforming Vegeta. think he's better than transforming Vegeta basically the entire way. Even his peak is better than what transforming Vegeta is doing. All right, now we saw that. That was semi-realistic. I mean, I don't think that that wasn't anything like that. Again, that was a viable team we used that we could beat, you know, most of these tough fights with. Let's do, I don't know, maybe like Vegeta and Trunks, Bulma and Trunks or something like that. Let's get that Bulma active skill for Trunks, get the huge support, and then see how Trunks will do on that turn. Guys, we're coming back here. I just, again, I think it's important to have expectations correct for this character. I mean, turn 5, 360 KD, dude, like, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. I just don't know what they were thinking with this. If Infinite, we'll see how the Dismal Future Red Zone pans out, right? Again, if Infinite Zamasu is like a 20-turn fight or something like that, hardest fight in the game, I mean, Trunks will be able to cook, but, I mean, right now, I mean, these are the money turns in these tough fights. You know, turn 2, 3, 4, 5, Trunks is, like, worthless up to that point. Like, that's just not very good. Damn, that really is ass, man. We're in the, you know, this is the Mortals and of Gods events. I'm just, yeah, man, like, bro, like, if Bulma is not around to save his ass, dude. Yeah, okay, we'll be back again. We're gonna Giga Charge the Sword of Hope here, but wow, man, I mean, I'm not. It's tough. There's a lot of unimpressiveness with this Trunks, man. All right. I mean, I guess we're getting bad luck or something, cause like here we are on turn 7 of 500k defense. I mean, that's not exceptional. Okay. I mean, this is intended to be the Giga Juiced, like, run. Okay. Again, Trunks, I mean, I don't want to be too negative on him. This is a difficult character to grade because he's just so bad. And then he just, like, will turn the corner and he's going to be legendary, right? Like, it's... I mean, without a doubt, he is not even, we can't even put him on the same tier as Zamasu. Yeah, see, that's my fear right there. Is he supers? Are you serious? Bro, like, I didn't even, like, that's not, yeah, man. That's, bro, that's not sabotage. I didn't do, bro, there was no sabotage there. I guess Trunks is actually a 30 dodge character, huh? Like, my build of, like, you know, 20, what is it, 1 additional and 12 dodge or whatever is ass. Trunks is terrible. Like, you gotta give him full dodge, clearly. That was, dude. Oh my god. That. Okay. Thanks, Trunks. You suck. Trunks sucks. Alright, guys. Here we go. Okay. So, we're pretty deep into the fight. Trunks is at 2.37 million. Obviously, that is pretty good. Let's go ahead and transform Trunks. Let's see what our stats get up to at this point. Drops down to 700,000. Remember, he does get a lot of defense per orb and stuff like that as well, which we can now go ahead and do. We will hit Rose with it, sure. So let's go ahead and smack Rose. This is going to be a very damaging attack. He's at, 4 million defense. Obviously, that's pretty good. Let's make sure that Bulma... Oh, god damn it. Hold on. 2 seconds. We do need to make sure Bulma gets her support as well. Alright, we're back. This time, let's go ahead and get Bulma-chan's support. So, actually, Trunks' stats, remember, are going to get the support right there. So, Trunks' stats are even higher, right, than what we saw right there. This is going to do a lot of damage. I mean, this is going to cap, right? He's just going to do 99 million to Rose. Is that a 69 million attack? What number was it? Whatever, 6 and then a 9 right after it. However much damage it was. Yeah, there's max juiced out Trunks for you. Alright, this is Resilient Will to Protect the Future, Trunks Teen Future. His leader skill is Future Saga category key 3 and 170% of stats, or Super Class key 3 and 130% of stats. Yeah, Trunks and Zamasu are going to be outstanding battlefield leaders, huh? That'll be good. Trunks' super attack is the Shining Slash, which stacks attack by 30%, and then greatly raises defense for 3 turns. That's a 50% defensive buff for 3 turns. That is a huge issue with this character. He should be stacking that right there, not getting 50% defense for 3 turns. Then he does immense damage to the enemy. His passive skill for this world gives him 140% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gives super class allies 2 ki. That's pretty useful right there. Then he gets an additional that has a high chance to be a super attack. And then he gets a 30% chance to crit within the same turn with each attack performed. So, you know, he could do 3 attacks in base and get him up to a 90% chance to crit. That ability is pretty good. And then he transforms when conditions are met, which is just turn 3. Or if he starts out in slot 7, you know, just his second turn, or starting out in slot 7, he'll instantly transform into Super Saiyan. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Royal Lineage, Messenger from the Future, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. 12 key multipliers, 150%. And then one thing that is pretty big about Trunks, I wish he was a lot better earlier on, because he is on, dude, damn near every category in the game. And the thing is funny is there's several categories like Connected Hope and stuff like that he even could have been on. So he's on the Future Saga category, a nice addition there. He's on Hybrid Saiyans. Finally, we get a hybrid that isn't restricted by another type, like, you know, a category or something like that. That's pretty good. Then Trunks is also on Time Traveler. We're really looking out for the Time Traveler category to get major buffs, by the way. Trunks is also on the Vegeta family category team, which is nice. Then Trunks is on Transformation Boost as well. We'll take that. That's a W. Trunks is also on the Super Saiyan category. More buffs for Super Saiyan is good. Trunks is also on the Bond of Master and Disciple here. Then Trunks is on the Revenge category. Any additions to Revenge is always very good. Then Trunks is here on the Battle of Wits category team as well. Sure, we'll take that. Trunks is also over here. This is the Miraculous Awakening category. Again, nice to get more additions to that. So they do count Sword of Hope as kind of like its own sort of like transformation type thing, I guess, right there, right? Or maybe a Super Saiyan Rage. Actually, are the other Rage Trunks is on here? No, it's specifically Sword of Hope is why they put him on there. Okay. Then Trunks is on Entrusted Will, a team that's never gotten a category leader past the original Dokkan Fest Trunks. Then we're also on the Battle of Fate category, which puts Trunks on a lot of teams, which is good. Trunks is also on the Bond of Parent and Child, right? Very strong team. Trunks is also over here on the Earthbred Fighter category, probably the strongest category team in the game, probably. Then Trunks is on the Superhero team. More buffs for this team, of course, is a big W. And then finally, Trunks is on Power of Wishes. This is basically the category of 2023, right? It seems like every second this category is getting buffed. So there's Trunks' base form, all the categories he helps. Remember that Trunks has a transformation here into Super Saiyan that you do either on his second rotation or if he starts out in slot 7, right? Basically, once it hits turn 3, Trunks' next appearance, he will transform into Super Saiyan, where his super attack changes, his passive changes, he gains an active skill transformation ability, and a couple of his links change as well. So Trunks' super attack becomes the Gallic Gun, which greatly stacks attack and defense. That's a 50% attack and defensive stack, and he does immense damage. Really, really good stuff. You know, greatly stacking attack and defense is obscenely powerful. A 50% stack, we know from Tech Ultimate Gohan how good that shit is. Then his passive skill, for the future we must protect, he gets 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gives super class allies 2 ki. I love that, by the way. Then he gets 1 ki up to a max of 4, and 25% attack and defense up to a max of 100% at the start of each turn. Then he launches an additional that has a great chance, a 70% chance of being a super attack. Then he launches another additional that has a high chance of being a super, starting from the 4th turn from the start of turn. And then he gets the 30% chance to crit within the same turn with each attack performed, right? Again, that is still a pretty strong ability right there. Trunks' active skill, Miraculous Power. So they call it powering up, but, you know, he kind of creates the Sword of Hope or whatever. And that can be activated on his following turn, right? So just the first turn after going Super Saiyan version. Then his new link set is Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Royal Lineage, Messenger from the Future, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. So there's the Super Saiyan version of Trunks. Most of the time, you're probably just going to want to stick it out in this form. Deep in the fight, he gets pretty impressive, but, I mean, he is very iffy at the start, man. So then, of course, he also has his, you know, again, Sword of Hope, boost form. I mean, I don't know he just creates the Sword of Hope, right? And then he gets the change super attack, change passive, but, like, his links do not change from Super Saiyan to Sword of Hope version. Basically, it's just his super attack and his passive that changes. So his super attack becomes the final Hope Slash, which massively raises attack for 1 turn. That's a 100% attack buff. Does immense damage to the enemy, and then massively lowers enemy defense. That's a 100% defensive debuff. His passive skill, Our Will to Survive, gives him 40% attack and 20% defense per key sphere obtained. Then he gets a guaranteed crit on all attacks, which is really good. He gets 50% attack when performing a super attack with 4 or more key spheres obtained, and then superclass allies get 3 key with 4 or more key spheres obtained. And then he randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to tech. He really should, I think, be double orb changing. I don't think 1 orb is enough. I mean, he could do a lot of damage. His defense can be high if you stack up enough, but he, I think, should be double orb changing at least. You know, you can do real crazy shenanigans with him and Bulma as sort of a combo, but I'm not really too sure. This Trunks is very difficult to grade. I really want to get a nice long world tour with him, sort of see how he performs in a lot of fights. I would say overall he's a bit of a disappointment to me, because it's just like, I mean, people get, like, dude, this is the 800k defense and think that's good. And it's like, I mean, you could certainly tank some normals. That's not even enough. Like, at 800k defense, Omega, I think, is still hurting him, right? Like, people got to understand the level of defense you need against these big bosses, which is what we're grading him on. If he only just had guard in his Super Saiyan version, literally just guard for 2 rotations in a Super Saiyan version, and this character's completely different, right? It's, you hide him for 1 turn at the start, which you probably could do, and then he's really powerful in Super Saiyan version, stacking like crazy, and then his guard wears off, and then he's, you know, a million plus defense probably, where he could be very effective. That's all they had to do. Instead, he's just very flimsy for a lot of the majority of the fight. Most of when the action matters, unfortunately, Trunks, again, is going to be a little flimsy. It's tough to grade this guy. He is certainly far superior to transforming Vegeta, but he is definitely at the same time a similar type of character. If the Infinite Zamasu Red Zone stage is going to be 50 turns long or something like that, this Trunks is going to be a professional chef, but we'll see what's actually going to happen. So let me know what you guys think of this EZA TEQ transforming Trunks. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and I will catch you guys next time.